Hello, everybody. Welcome back again. My crews are here already. welcome back again. Right, okay. So let me put this. So I guess I will have to quickly do a quick run over of the story. So for those of you who are here or who were here earlier on, we're talking about an 18-year-old boy who is learning who was learning obviously as an apprentice, and then just because of his love for a music, a certain song called sang by the band, he described or he explained the meaning. Welcome back, and the purpose and welcome back, David Black. It's like you guys are chasing one another. Welcome everybody. So just like I said, let me share my screen again so we can read the story again, and then I will start taking your calls. All right. Um. Okay. So this is the screen. And I'm just going to pop the image of myself on the side. Okay, it's already done. So according to this post, like I said, he's an 18-year-old boy who obviously loved to sing the band song titled Show Me the Coco, and his boss's daughter, his Oga's daughter, were like, what is the meaning of the Coco? And he decided to show the Oga's daughter what the Coco is. And from there, somebody dated the Oga's daughter. And because the Oga daughter enjoyed the Coco, she went to go and tell her friends. And then before we knew it, he did not know what happened until our friend started to say, they can't find their monthly visitor. All 10 of them, monthly visitor disappeared. And by that, he became father of the nation. So just before we went off there, I was asking that, is this what do we think gone wrong here? Is this a matter of him knowing, obviously he's an 18-year-old, it's not a baby, he knows that if somebody get somebody without rubber, you get somebody pregnant? And also with the girls, is this a matter of them being illiterate, they don't know how to protect themselves, or we don't even know their age? So I would imagine they are of age, but then who knows the kind of bulahon that this boy carried that meant that 10 girls came to him and somebody dated them. Anyway, guys, so you guys have the clue of the story there. And he said here that he did not use juju on anyone. I wish there was a video of him where he was being interviewed, but I could not find any video. It was this post I found and I saved. They all came to me through gossip. So like I asked earlier, is this a matter of lack of home training, him not properly raised, or the fact that he no go school? Or is it a matter of these girls are loose, cheap girls who obviously do not have home training, who have not been raised properly? So, like I said, I'm going to be learning because I'm a boy mom and I'm a girl mom. In as much as I won't want my girls to go and meet just any boys to go and be doing that to them. But in this regard, because it's a boy and I've got an 18-year-old boy as well, I wouldn't want to hear this kind of story. So I'm going to drop the link in the comment section if you want to come in and say one or two things. And I'm going to put you on a timer, okay? Zeno said, poor education, having a tool but not knowing how to use it and then misusing it. Tool, okay, having a tool but not knowing how to use it. This one knew how to use his own, but obviously he misused it. Okay, the Black said the truth is this boy was allegedly raped into this lifestyle by an older woman. Oh, all right, okay, I've not seen any poster, but okay, the way he knows how to validate is not normal for an 18-year-old boy. Someone taught him. Okay, the boy is an Ibanga. That Guinea, we can compare him to that guy from Guinea Equatoria. What was Bazata from? So I'm going to drop the link in the comment section, guys. So let's hear your views, because for me, you guys are going to be the one doing all the talking today. Me, I'm not talking today. I brought the story. You guys come and talk. And I'm going to put you on the time. I'm going to put you on the countdown as well, just so we have as much people contribute. And then, like I said, I don't want to spend too long here, guys. I'm super tired. Okay, so David said he knows how to do it. He clearly knows how to do it. He misused his tool. He did not use his tool really well, because if he knows how to use his tool, there was a way he could have. Wow, okay, this is not me encouraging Kerewa between young people, though, because Kerewa should be something that both parties are consenting to. They know what they are getting into and they know the consequences of doing it. So if for the fact that he has such a tool, somebody should have tell him to at least wear nylon bag. He should have put a nylon on it, but he did not put a nylon on it. Those ones obviously threw themselves on him. But then there's a way. You should know that there's a way you could have, chop all of their bananas or chop all of their agbalumo without without leaving any seed behind. But he chopped the agbalumo with skin, with everything, and even left the seed there. You know, when you eat agbalumo, David said, Abby said, Abby, now, there's a way you will eat. There's a way you will eat agbalumo. If you eat agbalumo, you can eat the skin inside it, and you can eat the outside skin inside it. But the seed, there's a way you will even eat the seed without leaving it inside. But this one, he ate front and back of the agbalumo and even decided to deposit a seed there. David said, Mom of 5, I heard like 2 of the baby mama are like 23, 26. Okay, Lobaton. But for him, obviously, I don't think there's any video of him being interviewed. So I would have loved to see a video of him being interviewed. Maybe we will have heard this story. So if it was possible that they all came, but according to him, he said his boss daughter saw his cocoa, and she decided to go and start putting gossip out there. So, and he said that they all came to him by gossip. So because of the gossip that his Oga's daughter gave his friends, that was why they came. So I don't think I want to run. I don't think I want to run with that that story of that it was grape too. I don't think I want to run on it, but it could be true and it could be stories. But what do I know? So let me see if I can find a video of him or a news or again. Let me see if the link is in the comment section. Guys, if you want to comment, please comment. Anambra boy who impregnated 10 girls. So apparently there's a video. I think I saw a video of them, actually, not a video, but the post I've just seen, and they were backing the camera. And the psychologist said this is a case of hyperkerewa and calls for psychological evaluation. So that's what a medical expert. So a medical expert has claimed the unusual condition of the viral Anambra boy who reportedly validated 10 girls in 5 months, and he did all of this in 5 months. The teen who was sent to Onitsha to learn a trade was returned to his village after validating his master's daughter and a sales girl. Back home, he allegedly validated 8 more girls, prompting concerns about hyperkerewa, okay, and calls for psychological evaluation. People were like, nothing is wrong with him, just lack self-control. This is a younger Two-Face, allegedly. This is a young Two-Face, allegedly. So David said, no, Mom of 5, I mean that it is rare for an 18-year-old in Nigeria to know. Exactly, that's what I'm saying, that the person with hunger never buy you. If hunger show you shege, would you go and be looking for somebody's daughter to validate? Would you go and be looking for somebody's daughter to validate? So I'm trying to find if there's a post or something to show, like maybe there's a video. It would have been lovely if I was able to find a video of him being interviewed. Guys, the link is in the comment section. We'll come and talk. Impregnated 10 girls in 5 months. I'm trying to find if there's a video. I don't think there was a video or interview. Father of many nations. Now, so, yes, so welcome, Vivian. Abby, you are laughing. Abby, you guys, the link is in the comment section. Come and talk. Right, okay. Life with Natu is here. Life with Natu, welcome, my beautiful sister.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, ¿cómo estás? I don't understand that language, but
you say bien, it's Spanish.
Okay.
You know, a lot of us growing up, right? Our parents didn't have sex education with us.
Yeah.
The only sex education that we had is that if a man crosses over your leg, you're gonna get pregnant.
Yeah.
So we're always like scared of stuff like that, thinking that what they are saying, you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So growing up, we had this friend. His name is Nura. And every day I pray for him. I don't know where he is now. But Nura used to tell us that time. He said, even as girls, have CD in your wallet. If your boyfriend wants to do the do and you don't have CD, give him. Because Nura used to tell us that time, he said, I don't care how fine a woman is or how beautiful a woman is, that she will make me go into her without a CD. Like you can't, like you can never, yes, Nura, you can't trap Nura and say that you're pregnant for Nura. Like my sis, there's no sweetening that is sweetening in his head that it will happen. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I now moved that in, like my siblings, my nephews, I talk to them. So that they'll be like, auntie, stop. I say, which auntie, stop? Let me just be telling you guys. You guys go and get CD. Just last week, one of my cousins was telling me that a girl that he was involved with and they're no longer together showed up pregnant.
Okay,
And based on the calculation, that was when they were still together. So that's where the problem's coming from. Do you understand what I'm saying? The guy and the girl, the girls, all of them are not self-aware, they're naive humans. Because I know when I was able to say no to guys, you understand what I'm saying? Even if they want to, people that you have been together with, even if you want, it's not my business, I just don't want to do it. And I don't want to do it. And you can't force me to do it because of like the level of self-awareness that I have. So I was still like a little bit naive, but I feel like all of them are at fault. So the people should stop blaming the guy that he was the one that lured. All of them are babies. The girls are trying to explore what their parents tell them that they should not be. They should not be doing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you know, children, the more you are telling them something, don't, that's the more they want to do.
That's when they want to, yeah, true.
Yes. So instead of saying don't, I tell them, I say, I'm not stopping you from exploring, but I'm just telling you, if you go to explore, these are the things that will happen. If you didn't protect yourself, high chance of getting pregnant is very, very high. That's number one. Number two, even if you protect yourself, there's something called STD that hangs around the area. That even if you rubber yourself, it will touch other areas that can get the STD. So I educate them on that. It's not, don't have, no. Children of God is a sin. No. We have to do better jobs at educating our kids the downsides of sex before marriage. And also another thing about that, the spiritual attachment. You understand what I'm saying? So, see, there are some things that these people will do to you that you want to go back tomorrow. You want to go back tomorrow. You want to go back next tomorrow. They are soul ties. Talk to them about soul ties. Talk to them about dangers of soul ties. Stop scaring them and telling them if you get pregnant, you're going to die. No, you're not going to die. You're going to carry the baby. You're going to be a mom. You go to school with that child. You go to work with that child. You become responsible for that child. Talk to them about that. But I don't think our parents are doing more. They're not educating them more.
I mean, with me growing up, I don't think I ever had any actual education from either of my parents.
No, the only one I heard is if you cross your leg, you're going to. That's all.
Exactly. The only one is that if you allow, you will get pregnant. If you get pregnant, you are out of my house. That was from my dad.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I had. I practically learned from maybe ed from girls in my age in my school. That was how I learned about all of these things. And I think our African parents, I don't know why they don't want to have that conversation, but obviously that's what they did to give back to your children. But you don't want to now educate those children how
to them about it
safely, Talk
to them. So our parents, I mean, not our parent, but we have work to do.
So exactly. I think in the schools as well. I remember being in secondary school as well. They only just taught us reproductive system.
Yes. Biology, that's the only thing.
Reproductive system goes deeper than that. They just tell you.
Anytime they don't start talking about that.
I know they don't actually take advantage of the lesson or the knowledge that they should really be passing.
They want to just talk about it and brush it and go. Like in my church, there's something that our pastors do. And my pastor does something called the Pastors Club. He mentors just young adults from the age of 6 to 16. And he teaches them, they read books, they do self-awareness, personal development, skills. I'm telling you a lot of stuff. And they do Bible too. So for me, what I've taken it personal upon myself, I don't have kids yet, but young girls that are close to me, that I mentor, young guys, I'm very open with them. I'm very, very open with them. I talk to them about, talk to them about dangers of getting pregnant early, the dangers of abortion, because some people will say, I decide not to tell. Okay, what if you go to do it and they end up this way, that way? These are stuff that can happen. Have deep conversations, deep conversations for them to be able to understand that
Yeah, absolutely.
SEX, there's much more. I was talking to one of my cousins and they were laughing. I said, let me tell you guys something. You see this SEX? I say it's sweet when you are married. I said,
Exactly.
you see that one
Even
at
when
the
you
tip.
even when you get married, you get tired of it.
No, no, no. What I was trying to explain to that, I say, you see the one at the thief. They do. They
They
pick
do
with
small,
somebody, they
small.
come. I say, when you marry, you know that one, you have been licensed. If you do one for
Yeah,
morning, afternoon, night, anytime, anywhere in your house, in the kitchen. So why are you stressing yourself now when you know
entire.
that you can have access to it later?
When you are chopping it small, small, when you can actually have the entire pot.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, I wish I knew this earlier, but because I didn't, I make a personal decision to like educate people, young people on it. I'm like, there's nothing wrong in it too, but know what you're going into. But some of you
Yeah,
even going. The reason why some of you are tied to some people and later because you don't even you have not fully known yourself and what you want when it comes to XCX.
yeah.
So you are just tied around what that person wants, and that's what you think what it is. That's why I've forgotten where I saw somebody talking about the first time she had an O. She said, "Oh my God, she was losing her mind." She said, "What was that?" Yeah, and it is so sad that there are people at this age, at 40 plus 50, that have not experienced O.
Experienced.
So leave yourself. See, achieve what you want to achieve now.
Yeah,
Eh? Focus on life. Build yourself.
absolutely.
Build skills. Know what you want. Read more about XCX because at the time that we did, like, we didn't even know what is O. Do we know what is O? It was later in life that I knew what is O. And I said,
Exactly.
so something like this exists, and I was not informed. Listen,
We're missing out.
listen to me. I said I was doing rubbish on this one, but
That she was doing rubbish on this
I was. So
one.
we
It
just need
is
to
well.
educate our young people more. Honestly speaking, SEX is
Yeah.
good. It's good for you. It's good for the soul. It's good for the body. But do it at the right time with the right
Right
person.
time.
That's all I
Absolutely.
have to say. There are downsides to it. There are spiritual attachment. There are soul ties. There's STD, even when you use rubber, because there are other STDs that don't go, they hang
That don't
around the outside
yeah.
area and it goes
Yes.
with body
And
fluid.
especially when you go and be doing you are massaging your mouth, massaging the
Oh,
muscles in your face.
listen, Shebi, this lady
So
don't tell us how she got, what did she call it? Cassie said she got whatever of the mouth.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Talk to
Mm-hmm.
them about it, talk to
Exactly.
them about knowing their selves, talk to them about, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Take your time, talk to them about pregnancy. Once you get pregnant, your entire life stops. You can't live life the way you want to live. This is not to scare you. You can't sleep the way you're sleeping. I had a cousin that had hives throughout her pregnancy. She was sleeping
Wow.
with knife, scratching her
Wow.
body. Hives, yes. Pregnancy come with different stuff. Some people go have a smooth pregnancy, some people don't. Some people are in the hospital half of the time. Some people go on bed rest. Some people talk to them about, okay, maybe when you end up getting pregnant, you say, oh, I don't want to keep it. You end up having an abortion. What's going to happen? Some abortions have like side effect. You might not
Yeah.
be able to have kids ever
We're able to
anymore.
kids anymore.
You
Yeah.
Yeah, you might struggle. The abortion might destroy one or two things. Even if you go to a professional, you might be able to do the abortion safely and nothing happens to you. It's a lot
Yeah.
of stuff. So we need
Exactly.
to talk to them. But let me tell you, in life, if you have money, there's a way that knacking suits you. Don't go and
Exactly.
be doing knacking with broke people.
Broke
That's why
girls.
I say when you build yourself, you build your skills, you carry yourself to a certain level. There's a caliber of people that you don't mix with anyhow people. Even when you are talking to them, you are knocking your brain. You
Yeah.
understand? So
Yeah.
we need to work on our youth more, honestly. Talk to them. Talk to them.
Absolutely. I agree
Because
with you.
this one probably I'm going to watch one movie and see somebody wasting with twisting his waist and they say,
Who is like that? Twisting his waist and you say, I got the cocoa,
you
the cocoa,
say,
the cocoa.
hold up. Is that somebody twisting his waist right there? I
Give me
say,
the cocoa. You want to see the cocoa? I can't even remember that lyrics off my head. It would have been lovely if I can sing the lyrics,
He
but I can't.
said, no. Just hold on, let me see something. And then from there, you want to go and start doing
Exactly.
stuff. And
Yeah.
then before you know it, that's why we can't shy away from a lot of topics. It's not the one that I start chasing. Even let me tell you, even my mom is a teacher. My mom was a teacher. My dad was a vet. he's late. You know, even my mom, even about your MP, she didn't talk to me much about MP. It was when I saw my MP and she's like, okay, now you are a woman. You
Right,
have to be
woman.
careful how you go around. I'm like, what's that?
I did not have any talk at all. I did not have any talk
I
at all.
said, what kind of talk is that, woman?
The only talk I
Which,
remember having was, well, I think I was in GSS 2 or GSS 3. That was where Always Sanitary Pad, the brand, the company came to our school and gathered all the girls into the school hall, and they started talking to us. That was how I knew about MP, the monthly period. That was how I knew about it. So they gave us a monthly period sanitary pad sample. And they gave us, I don't think
me,
they were.
how I even knew, I saw one of my classmates stained. And then somebody was explaining. I was like, wonderful.
Exactly.
I didn't know about this.
I didn't know either.
Yeah,
Obviously,
so
I would have thought, obviously, obviously, I'm the first female child in my family, so I would have thought that okay, they already had two older brothers. There are some things that obviously that you did not know, which is different. Now you now have a daughter, so don't you think you should tell your daughter about this stuff? I never had anything about extra education or never. And never, even my that time when I was growing up, bralette, all these bra tops, pant
yes.
and bra matches. It was my aunt, my dad's younger sister, that used to send me them. Obviously, because she's a woman. I mean, she has an elder sister, and then so obviously my elder sister, her own elder sister, which is my elder auntie, would have obviously be buying her those stuff. So when she saw me, that was obviously Mr. Nothing going on. I don't get cocoa for chest. And then she stays in Dumota. So whenever she's coming over to visit my dad, she buys stuff like that and bring them. She was the one who brought me my
Abby said this is a 35 plus live stream. No, this is a 16 plus live stream.
Plus live stream. Hopefully, by the time I go to edit it, I'll go and look. I need to find out how to do this YouTube. When you are talking about stuff like this on YouTube, when it comes to live stream, later they'll tell you that you can't monetize it, that it doesn't meet add something. So there's a way you categorize it, and it always confuses me. Because at the end of the day, it's an educative content, but then they say, oh, you can't. What do they mean they can't monetize? All those people that talk about people buying something, they use the real word. They monetize those videos. I don't know how they are able.
That's what confuses me sometimes when people say that. I'll be like, but all these people
See that video I did about Very Dark Man going to bring those girls that were trafficked. They told me that I could not monetize it. If you go and watch it again, you will hardly see any ads on it. I tried to appeal it. They said it's not. There'll be limited or no ads on it. And I'm like, these people, I think they have chopped. They've drank shy, or they've drank something kai or
that's
something.
Crazy, and it got a lot of views. Oh.
Exactly, it got a lot of views. Even there was another video like that. It took them almost a month because I told them that no, go and review it again. Let human being review it. Then after a month, they were like, oh, all right, okay, we've seen that it's an educative content, blah blah. So I don't know people who talk stuff like that because there are videos on this channel where they talk about the real thing. They use the real word, and you see adverts running on them. So how did they bypass that? Anyway, I digress. So that's why I'm using coded word like that, so that this one too can pass through monetization.
Right.
Yeah. So I found a video by OK Bakassi where he was talking about. There's another video again where somebody was speaking Igbo, but I don't think I'll play that video too because I don't understand Igbo. So I'm going to play that video. I'm going to play that video now. David said, in the West, broke people are professional knackers. Now, so the person will don't get money for pocket save. Now then they knack most. Now them they are good. They always stand.
I know, but what I'm saying is that for a woman, right? Especially women. There's a level of self-awareness that you will have and career growth that you have. There are kind of people that you mix with. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So one bro guy cannot come and be speaking to you. First of all, you're not even entertain him.
It's like I don't even know what got into those girls' head. Like, look at the boy, they learn work. He just started. And they all of you now carry yourself cheaply, come and throw yourself at him. Like,
because they want to learn the cocoa. Maybe he's like Portable. Portable snap picture with his bola showing big. They're like, let's go and see what he's doing.
Really?
Ooh. Really? There was a photo shoot that he had with boxers.
I didn't see it though.
That was a while. It was going around. If I find it, I'll send to you on IG.
Don't tell anybody.
I think he was even making joke of it. That she said, is this what is on the girls saw?
Right, you guys don't hear not to say that too, and she's not sending it to me. She's just pulling you guys' legs.
So I'm telling you, that's why, because that time they're always telling us don't do this. They never explain to us.
Yeah, it's true.
They never explain to us why not. They're like, oh, just wait until why should I wait until I'm married? Exactly. Explain to me. Exactly. Like if you're trying to have your child know how to fast, what am I fasting for? Just not eat food. No, you have to pray. It's a spiritual exercise. This is what applies to fasting. You have to explain to them. So you just don't tell kids, oh, don't do this, and then you want them to believe you.
You need to explain why. Let them know the reason why. What is the reason why you're
Yes.
telling them? Don't just say don't do it, because
Yes.
the more you're telling them not to do, that is when they'll be curious and they will keep digging.
Yep.
That's when they'll keep digging. That's when they'll keep digging.
That's why, like me, for my cousins, my nephews, and they always come to me and talk to me about stuff. Because these young people too, you have to learn not to be judgmental. Because I feel like Africans, like, we are judgmental by default.
Yeah, true. I
Like,
agree with
by
you.
default, we are judgmental. We just gonna start, once they say something, it's straight judging.
Yeah,
so
I agree
we
with
can
you.
do better so that these people will be able to open up to us, speak to us, and we speak to them too. So I just, it's sad. 10.
10 long.
That
you
guy
better
must
not just have any more babies. They should just go and snip. They should go and snip it. You know how they snip it?
Is that guy a Hausa guy? Because they say Hausa people, they lick one kind of sugar for their tongue.
Outside they lick one kind of sugar. I don't know the kind of sugar. I don't think it's an outside boy. It's I think what's it again? It's an Anambra boy. He's an Anambra boy.
He must be an interesting person.
Right, let me play this video from okay Bakasi. Let's hear what he has to say. Okay, thank you, Sister Natsu, for that.
No problem.
Lagos. It's still Lagos Talks 91.3 FM.
Yep.
I am in the studio with Kola Wole.
That's what's up. How are you?
Yes.
How are you? See you in the building.
Fellow Nigerians, it's the 6 o'clock hour. It's your favorite drive time show. It's okay with Okay and the Wise Men of Comedy. This is where we make you prefer the traffic. All right, guys, we discuss serious issues on seriously here. We'll bring you the news as it unfolds wherever on the planet, and we share some stories that touch, and sometimes we look into African proverbs. All right, nice you joining us. You guys, you have to be patient with me. Bear with me. There's a lot going on. There's a lot on my table. Yeah, but I still try to make time to come and be with the people of God. All right.
I can confirm. So yes. To the building with
yes.
Answering a phone call.
Yes.
He has run down his Bluetooth receiver. He was not using the phone. The phone
is a lot happening. It's a lot happening, my people.
Yeah.
My beloved people. All right, let us jump into it. All right, if you're Catholic around the world, yes, a new pope has emerged. They have seen the white smoke. Yes. And behold, we'll have a new pope.
So
all right.
to stop this video about 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm sure that very soon he will be revealed to the whole world.
I wish there's a way to fast forward this, but I can't fast forward it. Unfortunately, it's about 30-something minutes. I didn't even think of it that way, that it was something long. So obviously, I saw this post of the girls. That's all 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I guess that's some of them. That's the boy. 10 girls in 5 months. And one of them was even holding a boy. One of them was holding a small boy. Look at that one in the green. He's holding a child. Does that mean that one is already be that your own brother, be your own younger one? I don't even know. Look at him. At this age, you don't have 10 babies just like that. Like Belaifa. No hard work at all. You just end up being the father of 10. For me, now, question that I have now is, as a parent, and you find your daughter in this situation, what would you do? Would you say, okay, carry on, daughter, you're going to have that baby? Or would you say, Omo, the nearest hospital, we need to go Komotam? This is a question I'm going to be leaving. Last question I'm going to be asking before we call it a day. Like, guys, I just want to be here for like, half an hour, 45 minutes. David Black said, I think he's Igbo. So as a parent, for me, I don't pray any of my children ever. So obviously, I'm asking now as a if you have a daughter and your daughter happens to be one of these girls, what would you do? Would you ask her to keep the child, or would you take her to the nearest clinic to go do a flush? In my own opinion, I would take her to go do a flush. You might not agree with me, but that is what is going to happen. And obviously, with the flush, it's going to the flush happening is going to determine how far gone she is. This is not me, obviously. In the Western world, doing stuff like this is not being frowned against. But I know that some people call them that they're anti something. They'll go and campaign. I've seen a video of the sexual health clinic here in Glasgow where they would normally go to remove belle. You see them carrying posters saying no, say no to this, say no to flushing, say no to this, say no to that. But at the end of the day, it's their body. They can decide to do whatever they want to do with it. But for me, in this case where there's elder 10 girls, and this is a boy whereby at the end of the day, he never even feel buy himself pure water. He does not have money to buy himself pure water, who has now impregnated or impregnated 10 girls. So definitely, you're not going to get any kind of support whatsoever from him or from his family, because this is somebody that does not even have a focus. His life is just beginning. The life is just beginning. And the way it is, we don't know what his future holds for him. And yes, I'm not going to wait and start saying that, who knows, he might be another rich Odogu, or the child in question might be a Messiah. I'm not about that life. I'm sorry, you guys might not agree with me, or some of you might not agree, but yes, it's going to have to get flushed. So this is the question I'm throwing to you guys there. Fashion of Lifestyle said, I will ask her to keep it, and then you had extra mouths to your mouth that you're already feeding, which means that child will not be able to go to school. Will probably maybe go and learn trade, and she will carry belly that the alleged father will not be able to contribute whatsoever. And also, your life is also going to be stalled, because that child's life will be stalled, because that girl will be looking after a child, and that's her own life. And we all know the way they look at girls or women who already have a child, especially out of wedlock, or they don't even know the father of the baby with you. That type of stigma that we have going on in Nigeria, in my own opinion, that belly will not be kept. I'm sorry. David said, we all know the flush is what will happen to your goddaughter, but the 8 women in the village go burn them. Possibly. I see that happening. Vivian said, I won't advise my daughter to keep it. Exactly. I won't. No, it's going to have to get flushed. Like I said, the flushing will determine, the age of it will determine how soon the flushing had to happen. So it's going to be a flush. It's not, nah. It's not going to be kept. The purpose man said, how did he manage to be hugging them intensely when they were all? Honestly, I do not know. Maybe they went more than once. Maybe they went back to him more than once. I wouldn't believe that it was once that he got down with them, that he got them all pregnant. I don't want to believe that it was once that he got down with them. I mean, your guy's daughter, he will probably have access to that one multiple times. And the other gossip were like, it's from the gossip they keep. They heard the gossip and they all came to me. Maybe at one point, some of them were bringing free food and stuff for the boy, for him to agree to continue to Bengali them. Because if they were not making themselves available to him, he wouldn't have basically Bengali them. And where did he even have the time to go and be Bengali them? A person where they learn work. Not be 2% if they did for shop.
That part too. That's true. Because some of them probably are bringing themselves to him, probably bringing lots for him. Or exactly. I'll cook food for, we did that growing up now. But they cook for boyfriend, like, I'll make food for you, and they look for a way to sneak and take the food to him. So it's not like the boy is like bad. They just have their own role to play.
Exactly. Yeah.
And, now that we're talking about this, I remember there was a time in Kaduna we had something like this, but that guy, his own was 4, I think.
4.
Yeah, close to my parents' house. I think it was 4.
Well, David said the guy should just go into blue film at this stage. How will he care? That's what I'm saying. That pen, obviously, those ones in the village that will suffer, but the girl, like, if their parents could afford flushing, let them go flush. Like I said, it would not, and is this type that will now grow up, make money, and then abandon those who were say for where, like, I use all okay, you will not even remember them.
How does this want to have kids in the future? Cool.
Exactly. So, like I said, I'm sorry, the belly will have to be removed, and those girls can give them better career advice. If you're going to get down with somebody, make sure you are wearing nylon. Please wear nylon. No matter how sweet. I was reading a post, was it this morning? A post of a girl, of a lady, of a wife actually saying that, no, not a wife, we're dating, and this guy dated her for almost 6 years, and within the space of 6 years, she got pregnant. Within the space of that 6 years, they were dating. And each and every time that they were dating, that she got pregnant, she was flushing the pregnancy, because it was always giving an excuse that, I'm not ready for a baby.
And then you not leave and go and marry someone else.
Blah, 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 blah. So it was from that pregnancy thingy. The last one she did, it impacted her womb, which means that she would not be able to have a baby. So this guy found out and he left her. He left her to go and marry somebody else. And I was like, somebody once, twice, and he don't decide to, at some point he took her to go and meet his parents, but then the final belle that she removed that ruined her womb, and now she won't be able to have children. So with all of that, I just felt like, you know what, there's a lot of this KY education that we need to be giving out there, and I think the schools are a lot, and I know it should start from parents. We should not always leave everything to schools or our community. I think the parents should start. Even for me here, it took me a while before I actually started having such conversation with my children, because I felt like my parent did not have such conversation with me. So I found it odd, strange that I'm going to start having such conversation with my children. I would believe my boy, it was my husband who did the talking with him, because at some point it was even his dad that he went to go and meet, that he fancied a girl. And me, I was like, what?
Girl, who?
What? You are not even at uni yet. You just started college. If I hear girl in this house,
Apostle will hear of this.
If I hear girl in this house, you know, so he didn't tell me. He has to go tell his dad, and at some point, his dad had to come to him that, okay, yeah, I don't want you to I don't want you to scream. I don't want you to do it, because that would probably be my reaction if he comes tell me. But he told his dad, and his dad had to come and tell me that, oh no, by the way, this is what your son said. It's normal for his age, but I've already advised him. It's normal for him to have feelings. It's blah blah blah. And obviously, I asked him that, did you advise him, because she's a black girl? Did you advise him? Don't do anything. Don't do, and if you're going to do, it is my husband, like, you know me now, that, you know, I've already said all of that. And also be careful, even at the end of the day, even if it was consensual, be sure that it was consensual, because at the end of the day, the girl will come back and say, no, I was not doing that. So I guess that was part of the conversation my husband had with him. And since then, I've never heard anything about the girl anymore. So I don't know, maybe the likeness just fizzled. I never saw the girl. I don't know her name. All I just heard from my husband was like, oh yeah, he said he fancied the girl. And I was like, no, for me, I'm sure maybe he heard my conversation with his dad, but I've never heard anything in regards to that. And also with my girls as well, I've always been like, you know what, you don't even have to chase after boys. You know what, when the time comes, they will
I say that to my girls, not my girls, but like girls that are close to me. I say that to them all the time. I'm like, no, because one of my girls that is, she's a sophomore, she's in second year in college. She was asking me how you attract a man. Because we were going out one day and she came to my house, and all this new thing that they do now, they wear clothes without bra. And that thing pisses the hell out of me. So I'm like, why are you here without a bra? She's like, oh, she just feels free. I'm like, so I started explaining to her. I started explaining to her what men see and think when they see a girl without bra. They feel like you're thirsty.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then so we started talking, and she started asking me, how can one attract a man? And I started explaining to them. I said, sometimes men don't always get attracted by your boobs or your body or anything. One thing that attracts men to you, men likes women that are very intelligent. Intellect is good. I say, enhance your skills, like focus on school, like there are places that you don't go and be attracting broke guys. They would laugh and fall on the floor. I say, Misha, I'm advising you, because if you're not working on yourself, that's when Allah used to tell us all the time, you attract who you are. And then start thinking that you're attracting wrong people. No, you are the wrong person.
Yeah.
Or the wrong person.
Yeah.
So I tell the girls that all the time, like, let me tell you, they say the men are the price, but I want to remind that you're also the price. Work on yourself. Work on yourself.
Exactly. So obviously I had to say that to my oldest at that time, that was kind of like, you know, into boys. And I was just like, come, these boys, you go and meet them, they would whatever they want to do with you. And then again, you drop that one, you go on to another one. Like, how many of them do you want to have before you actually eventually started dating? Like, no, face uni, you know, get your job. I mean, face uni, graduate, masters, PhD, whatever. You're still young. That once you are standing tall, sophisticated, the good ones will find you. But now that you are still in what year, and you are painting your face, you are drawing brow, that you're just in a rush for what? And me, I made it clear, just like my dad told me, come, I hear Bele when you are on your own. In fact, with my own, my dad showed me the door. Like, that's the door. I cannot be feeding you and be feeding the pregnancy in your tummy. That was what my dad told me. And I left home at the age of 18. That was what my dad told me.
When I used to talk to my girls, right, I tell them, let me tell you, this SEX, it doesn't start like the guy just see and jump on you. I say it starts small by small. It starts you guys working together, holding hands. The more frequent you're holding hands, that feeling is passing. With the hugs, he's feeling your body, you hug him, your breast touching, like, this thing is soft.
Exactly.
I need to do this thing more, and then you go from there. I say, if you cross and go to that kiss, it's hard to come back.
Exactly.
You.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, David is dropping important stuff. So David says that it was the village girls that it was once he validated them. That it was not multiple times. It was once that he validated them allegedly. As for the Oga daughter, you probably have access to that one because obviously they are close, they see each other all the time. And David was like, the boy is knocking people's wives in the village allegedly. Oga David, how do you know this? How do you know this? So the boy himself. Oh my God. He said that the boy is allegedly knocking people's wives in the village. Wow. And David also said that, honestly, those village girls, some of their family is so poor, you will not eat from them. Like, it's very bad. Oh, wow. So if they are from a poor home, and this boy that has nothing to offer them, why do they think they should go and open their legs for him? Or is it true that he used juju on them? Because it's only juju, like it will not give them money after somebody dating them. It's not going to give them anything. And they came to him and he somebody dated them. Wow, they got pregnant. Like, how did you know? We are moving on. Vivian said, sadly, those children will suffer. Exactly. That's why if their parents are wise, if the belly never pass 12 weeks, 16 weeks, let them go and flush it. I'm sorry, that's what will happen. Especially in living in a village where their life is not like it's not rosy for them, and they'll bring such child into the world of abject poverty and suffering. And then this boy obviously will continue with his life. Despite the fact that all these 10 girls are pregnant now. One eye shishi is not going to give any of them. And the girls now be carrying belly. He will never marry them. I doubt he will even ever come across any of them again. So if those parents are wise, they better go and flush it for them. I'm sorry. Let them go flush it. Nobody send them. And Vivian continues saying that, at least they can live off the land, but it is not fair on the kids. Exactly. Vivian said, well, David jokes apart, knocking people's wives on top of the village girls. So David Tokamo. Now David Tokamo, not me. Guys, I'm rounding up, guys. Another 3 minutes, I'll be out of here. Guys, please like this live stream from you. There's 20 of you watching and you guys are not liking. I offend you now. Even though as I tire rich, I still come here, can't give in a show. In fact, guys, we have about 2 live streams or 3 live streams tomorrow. There's a lot of topics I really want to cover. I'm really not in the mood to edit videos, so I decided that I'm going to come do it as a live stream. I believe that I'm going to do them as a live stream because it's too tiring editing videos, and I'm not the kind of person that writes scripts, but when I bring sit down videos like that, I want it to make sense. So I'm rounding up, guys. David replied Vivian saying, Vivian, there is ongoing effort to raise money for hospital fees for what? Hospital fees for when they are pregnant and they have the babies. Then when the kids are of school age, who's going to buy baby food? Who's going to buy nappies? Who's going to buy Pampers? I was hoping the Anambra State governor will supplement the money, but so far, no. But now Anambra government send a message. Now Anambra governor asked her make you go to knock people, make you go get down people's children. No, like I said, if those village, if they best thing, maybe the governor, they should be the governor or whoever, maybe the women affairs should just carry those girls to go and come out. That's the best thing they can do for their family, because you're going to nurture them till the baby, the pregnancies of age, and then they have the baby. Who's going to pay the hospital bills? Who's going to buy baby food, nappies, upkeep for the mother? And then when the child is of age to go to school, who's going to pay school fees? Like, who's going to keep carrying all of those responsibilities? I'm sorry. No. Right now, he's seeing small money, 10K and up from the same wives. Okay. As time goes on, that 10K will dry up, because how many of them is it going to validate to be able to gather 10,000 naira? Person will look like look at the clothes he's even wearing. Look at the clothes he's even wearing. I'm sorry, no. If they really want to advise those girls' parents, they should go and flush it out. That would be the best thing for them, because at the end of the day, you can never tell who might even want to come and marry them in future, knowing that they Kelewad one year boy and you have a baby. That's them stunting their own life growth as well. That's them stunting their own life goals as well. David said, Vivian, he never forced any of them. Yes, people's wives are sampling that boy. Now, wow. So now he's even not even validating just one people. So he's validated 10 girls. He could have infected them with whatever. And then all the alleged married women that is validating as well. So he could as well be passing anything across to all of them. And now the married women that are validating the small boy, now those will now carry whatever it is, they go and give it to their husband. Hi, women, some of us, we come this life. Some of us come this life. David said he's seeing small money. Okay, the purpose woman said, but as per Igbo tradition, is it not that those babies will belong to the girl's father as he did not marry of them? Exactly. So why would they want to keep the pregnancy of a child that would not belong to the baby's father? Because there's no way he's going to marry 10 of them. There's no, so if they have common sense, is to carry their picking, go hospital and go commot them. If they have sense, that's the best thing. Because it's never going to marry those girls. He's never going to marry them. Person will just learn work. Within a space of 5 months, he's invited 10 girls. And they're allegedly now married women on top. That's disease. They are breeding disease already. No one is donating no Ohene. There are efforts, but everyone is not putting money up. They are saying they want that boy. They want that boy, even though it's for the kids. Nobody's obliged to contribute for them. Now the girls go carry themselves cheaply to him. So if their parents are going to watch them have the baby, so be it. But like I said, in my own opinion, those belle, if they want to do any favor for them, those belle, they should go and come out them. Vivian said, after raising the funds, then what? He will continue exactly. He will continue shenanigans, so the community exactly will keep raising funds for him. No, I beg you. Oh, good night, Abby. Have an amazing weekend. Thank you for being here, guys. I'm rounding up in 2 minutes. I'll be out of here, guys. I'll be out of here. I guess I've already done an hour before. If I had the extra 15 minutes I did earlier on. So yeah, no, there's no point. They should just go and remove the pregnancy, okay? Yes, the babies are the girls because it didn't do bride price. Exactly, and there's no way it's going to be doing bride price on any of them. That's not going to happen. So if their parents are wise, if they have person to advise them, they should take them to a clinic and go and come out of that thing with them carry for belly. I'm sorry. Anyway, guys, I'm just going to round up this live stream, and I think the advice we have to give each and every one of our children, both the boys and the girls, is that, you know what, it's normal at your age to feel like, you know, you're attracted to the other gender, and I think it's a responsibility of parents as well to ensure that our children, both the girls and the boys, are well educated. We tell them, we describe out things that, don't be saying this one is cocopi. You describe how the organs of the body are, and I think I saw a video on TikTok where the parent was teaching this 6-year-old girl what things are, like what is a bad touch, what is a good touch, you know, stuff like that. And I think that could be implemented as well. So if you have young adults, young teenagers, we should let them know the consequence of, now, you know, if you do this without protection, you will get pregnant. And even if you do it without protection, you are opening yourself to getting infectious diseases. And at this age, are you ready to actually look after a child? Do you have your own accommodation? What do you plan for your future that you want to indulge yourself? Yes, if you want to do it safely, at the right time, with the right person, at the right age. If you are 16, what are you looking for? Following girls and be doing kedewa. If you are 17, why are you following girls doing kedewa? If you are 18, why are you following girls doing kedewa? Your focus should be, what do you want your future to hold for you? What plan do you have for your future? Because at the end of the go do kedewa, you get pregnant. That's you. You need to go and find a job because you need to cater for your responsibility. So as a parent, I think we have to do a lot of work. Yes, schools should also help as well. We should not leave this for parents alone, and parents who are not doing these things should also not leave this type of talks for schools as well, because it's whatever you teach at home, the knowledge is going to have mass from school, and that way both school and the parent are meeting at the middle point, which is the child. So let us know. I know it might sound like a kind of like talk, but we just have to do, because we don't want our children to learn the hard way, and we don't want them to be misinformed in any way. With that being said, I'm going to read your comment and then I'm going to round up this live stream, okay? Habi and David, the Habi said, the emperor, the champion. Okay, the Odogu of the house. Mary Sugar, hello, welcome. We're just rounding up. If you have the chance, please feel free to watch back again. David said, Habi, you are a bad girl. Okay, no be me talk amo, na David talk amo, David. Na David talk amo, Habi. Vivian said, David, I beg, make them lock the boy for us. Exactly, hide the keys in Akure or Bauchi. Konji no go buy him. He go learn to have self-control by force, by fire. And he will do it one day, they will catch him. And I hope he learns before it's too late. And I hope he doesn't carry disease, because the way he's been going, I think he's been going out doing it clean. He's chopping it clean. That's what he's doing. They will say that same boy that is eating for free in one restaurant. I don't want to mention that name. The whole thing is silly. Okay, let them carry their wallet themselves. I'll be darling. Good night and have a lovely weekend. So that anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. So I'm super happy that I was able to do this video. Like I said, if you have the chance, please feel free to watch back again and kindly leave your advice. If you had a daughter or if this was your son, what would you do? If any of these girls were your daughter, what would you do? Okay, leave your thought and opinion as always. And with that being said, if you've watched till now, you've not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to like, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe if you've not yet done so, turn on your post notifications, share this video, and don't hesitate to join my membership. Shout out to Habi. Habi is one of my members. Life with Nasu is also one of my members. Being my member is just a way of you supporting my channel. Saying that Mama 5, take this $5, get yourself a Costa. Well, Costa coffee is not, Starbucks is no longer £5. Like their coffee is quite expensive, guys. I've started drinking Costa now because Starbucks is expensive. Anyway, it's just a way of saying that Mama 5, get yourself a cup of Costa coffee. And with that being said, I'm hoping to advertisement as well. If you want to advertise your business on my page, if you have business collaborations for me, feel free to send me a DM. And if you find any topic or any stories that you think I would normally do on my channel, or you want me to come and discuss that topic, feel free to send me the links to the story, and I'll happily, come out here and speak about it. With that being said, guys, if you're watching back again, feel free to drop your comments as always, and please go set up your notification bell, because I think the first live stream I have tomorrow is about 10 o'clock in the morning. So that's why I need to go to bed so I can get my beauty sleep, and then I'll be fresh again to do that live stream. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Have a lovely weekend. And yes, how many days to my birthday? I'm counting down actually. So it's 11 days. No, is it 11 days? I think so. 9 days to my birthday. 9 days to my birthday. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but yeah, count down to that. Anyway, guys, see you later, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have an amazing Friday night. Bye.